रेड्डे ले गए थे
아니 진짜 여러분 오셨잖아요. 그 뭐 사진 할 때 많이 찍어.
아 그래도 그래도 One, two, three. 어디 가는 거예요?
아니 저기 해리포터 먼저 가자고.
해리포터부터?
네, 거기가 볼만해. 거기 먼저 본 다음에.
여기서 사진 한번 찍으세요.
데가 있어요. 거길 타야 돼.
Hagrid's lost the dragon again.
Yes, well, I'm sure you'll find it, Helga. He always does. Let's just hope it doesn't burn.
As of this morning, a dragon. But I sense a little apprehension in the room. Perhaps you're fearing to in the room. Well, my piece of advice, by the way, fear of a name only increases the fear of the thing itself.
Voldemort is only as powerful as we make him. And remember, inevitably there comes a moment when we must make a choice between what is right and what is easy. The choice we make defines us. When in doubt,
Your information happens to be by general consensus the definitive one on that.
Also, we did it all, as is Professor Ben's very old. Exception did. He's a ghost. Fell asleep in front of the classroom fire, like the next day to teach. Left his body behind.
Smart rockers are supplied. Gringotts made and wizard brew.
오늘 여기서 그다음 우리 사진 한번 찍어요. 잠깐만요. 여기 서부터.
Mira, aquí está.
Puedes casamiento.
Entonces, mi ejercicio hace. No. Contra. No sé cuándo va a venir. Lo hago y caminemos. Cuidado con el señor Papa.
That is King Kong 360 3D. All right.
I read that at 6 out of 10.
Next companies want to use that so that way they can put up a color behind an actor and then a computer can select it and delete it. And then it's not going to delete the actor's face behind that. You're actually going to see a version of that just
all at the same time. Each episode takes about a week to make, from the first read-through of the script to rehearsals to taping in front of a live.
would be, but it's a great way to show you can still do things practically, meaning physically in front of the camera. You don't need computer effects to create environments and create characters and create stunts. Now, whoa! Hold on. Please remain seated, arms and legs of the vehicle. That could be a tremor, could also be an earthquake. That is an earthquake. Okay. Well, the only last few seconds, please remember, earthquake. We just survived earthquake, the big one. That's a fact. Right, physically in front of the camera, no computers involved in it. And even though we have all that technology to do things with computers. George! George? You okay? He's fine. He's good. He's Granny's dead. Real dead. All right, change of plans. We're just gonna park over here next to the barrels of gasoline. That's fine. We have beta tests. It took the whole time. Why is everything going horribly wrong? Wait, is the gasoline spray? Don't touch the gasoline spray all over the place. Oh! Yikes. Why is it doing that? Okay. Wow. All right, don't panic, everyone. Just stay seated. We're gonna call the fire department. They're just gonna come out here. We're just gonna leave right now. We're gonna need a bigger truck. Everyone, they survived Bruce the shark. All Bruce. And when I hang out the window, that's all I want. I got a question for everyone. If you know the answer, yell it at me. What kind of shark is Bruce? What is he? No, he's plastic. He's a plastic shark. That's a very good unison answer, but you're right. They didn't say plastic great white shark. There's a tropical rainstorm effect that often goes over. We're going to show you how we did that. Now we have thunder, a sound effect typically added later on, lightning, mid strobe lights, and now I'm turning on. Now this green we get by using a super high-tech, sophisticated system that we call sprinklers. That's all. Well, sprinklers probably guarantees like pretty good. Now you're going to notice, especially now that it's sunny, there's no gaps between the sprinklers that can really ruin the effect of the rainstorm. But you have to remember, when you're making a movie, you typically only have one camera to worry about. That's one angle, and you can make sure you don't see any gaps. But since we're all spread out, I'm just going to turn on more sprinklers so you can get the same. Or not. Wait, what was that? Oh, wow. That really good. Hold on. Not a flood, about 10,000 gallons of water here leaves from the United States to the top of the hill, just like they did in this scene in the movie Big Fat Liar with Paul Giamatti, Amanda Bynes, and Frankie Muniz.
물을 어디다 저장했다 그러지 한번 그러겠어.
Old West. Welcome to Six Points, everyone. Now, these are quite unique sets. They're the oldest that you're going to see today, but over 105 years old. And more movies have been filmed on these sets than any other set you're going to see combined. That's mainly due to its design. In the silent film era, you can make movies close to each other as long as you can't see the other film, right? So typically you would do them back to back. Well, Six Points was designed to film a movie and ever street at the same time. So you could do hundreds of movies out here every single year. And that's how we got our start. We just make so many movies that eventually most people in the world had seen a Universal movie. And we were one of the most recognized brands in the world, and we became a reputable film studio because of the movies so far, including the spin-off. If you haven't seen any of them, just start from the beginning and work your way through. Right? I mean, it's a 25-year-old franchise at this point, maybe 24. I think the first one came out in 2001. And it's going to continue. I got a secret about Fast and Furious that I'm not supposed to tell you. You want to hear it? As long as you promise not to tell anybody. All right, here's what I'm going to say. I can confirm we are making 300 more Fast and Furious. We'll make a few more, I don't know. Ford Anglia from Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. That's the one that Harry and Ron fly into the Whomping Willow. But the oldest actual car out here is Marion's, over here to the right. She was recently reported missing, so stay in the vehicle. Marion Crane was last seen checking into cabin number 1 of the Bates Motel. Yeah, welcome to the iconic Bates Motel. Wait, is her trunk open? I didn't even notice that. Oh. Grant Norman's here. He looks very upset, doesn't he? What is he doing with her car? Sorry, everyone, that's Norman Bates, runs a motel, lives up in the house with his mom. Marion's been missing for a few days and he's messing with her car. We were told if we see anything, we have to report it. We're just gonna hang out here for a second. Can y'all see in the room? I can't see past the car. Hey. I'm gonna say something. What do I say? Hi. Norman. Yeah, we've been here like the whole time. That's not Marion, is it? Wrapped up in the shower curtain. Wait, what are you doing? Grant, go. Go. Oh, he's walking towards the tree. I'm gonna have to use so much paperwork. Oh, he's getting really close to the Ford car. Uh-oh. All right, grab a seat, y'all. If you fall out now, I'm leaving you. All right, let's just get out of there. He's a little busy. What are you waving at him for? All right, wave goodbye to Norman. Hopefully you never see him again. If you want to say hello to somebody, say hello to Mother. She lives here in the original Psycho House. She's been here since 1959. This is when the set was first constructed. It's been here ever since. Often considered to be one of the most iconic and recognized movie sets ever constructed. But in its backyard is one of the largest sets ever constructed. This is the massive 747 crash site from Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds. A Paramount picture. He shows the film here. It stars Tom Cruise, Dakota Fanning, and Justin Chapman. It features that real 747 that was completely destroyed, not by a crash, but by the crew just for this set. So the plane that you're seeing on the left, well, I should say all around us, but mostly on the left, was an airliner for a Japanese airline that flew perfectly. But all aircraft at a certain point, once they've reached a certain flight hour, must be retired. That's due to make sure there's no metal fatigue and causing any issues. Out. Now, They wanted this set to be as practical as possible. Practical, again, meaning physically in front of the camera. And they knew that this had to be a fully intact plane, so that way they could tear it apart themselves. So they went to the aircraft graveyard and they found this plane prior to any damage being done to it. And they bought it. Now, mind you, brand new 747 straight off the assembly line are roughly $400 million. They bought this plane, retired for just $60,000. Not bad. The issue is they couldn't fly it, so they had to chop it up and ship it here. Shipping was about $260,000. They also get you on shipping. But once they got it here, that is when the damage is done. Right? So all the burnt and twisted metal specifically on purpose. Rick Carter, the production designer, designed this entire thing. And if you've seen the movie, it's not a plane crash movie, it's an alien invasion movie. And the aliens are what caused this, but they want to hint at it throughout the time period. Now, there is a scene that takes place prior to the plane crash, and they use a real neighborhood in New Jersey for that. So they recreated the neighborhood with the houses on the right and destroyed those. Gathered their own junk out of their own homes and attics and tossed it in the yard to make it that much more realistic. Millions of dollars was spent to construct this set, and you see the movie less than 5 minutes. That's it. A lot of you can see next one with Rick Carter and Steven Spielberg talking about it. And like I said, outside of what we see on the screens, you see this for maybe 3 more minutes. Also, I want to point out, as the van is pulling away, you see the tree line in the background. Remember, this is supposed to be like fall in New Jersey. There's palm trees in the background, right? But it's so small, you're not going to recognize it. And Steven Spielberg knows that. He's going to add in whatever he needs to add. He's going to hide whatever he needs to hide. But what he doesn't show us is why this. But when we finally see the T-Rex, the entire situation has changed. It is now nighttime, pouring down rain. The kids are in the car is stuck, and you hear it get closer and closer. It took our anticipation and turned it into abject horror all in our minds. And there's a very similar.
That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? Why? A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. It's not looking so live anymore. Anyway, behind this mountain fantasy, old rock frontier lies a sinister secret. This smack dab in the center. Welcome to the world.
What's going on? Why is everything losing power? Why are we losing power? Just remains. Zootopia to watch. Watch all 3 of Jordan Peele's movies. Get out of Zootopia. Each one of those is a unique standalone horror thriller all wrapped around everything.
My name is JT. That's right, JT. You had terrible time? Complain to JT.
have nothing to worry about. Except containing your other dinos, they walk on their toes.
이런 걸 되게 잘 타시네. 되게 잘 타요. 왜 무서우세요? 아니 그게 아니라 어지러운 사람 못 타는데. 아니 전 잘 타요.
Apex Predator. On the deep, you are cleared for entry. You may even see our new baby Stegosaurus, one of the latest additions to our Jurassic World family.
In safe zone.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sergio. Please remain calm. We have assets out of containment and help is on the way. In the meantime, please.
Security team is deployed. They will get you today.
Owen Brady, please remain on course, stay calm, asset control units are on their way.
이쪽으로 텐다 익스프레스.
어?